I have heard this before. I want to go home. I hear it from clients. In fact, I had a client a few years ago who she actually never said, I want to go home. But what she would say is when we would drive around to go to the grocery store, she would see a Winnebago or one of those big motorhomes or a van, and she'd say, let's get one of those. Let's get one of those, and we'll just take off and we'll just go somewhere. So I knew that that was her way of saying, I want to go home. Hi, Charlie. Hi, Tracy. It's good to have you guys here. So anyway, you know, as a caregiver, when you hear those words, like multiple feelings come up, right? The first feeling that I've heard is frustration. That's sort of the top level, right? Kathy, you know. So the top level is usually frustration. But under that, there's sadness. And a lot of times there's guilt, especially if your loved one is not at their home, if they're in your home or they're in, some kind of facility or care home. So these are called What to Do Wednesdays. It's a new series I'm starting, so tune in every Wednesday for a tip on what to do when you are caring for a loved one, an aging loved one, or someone with dementia. So the first thing of what to do when you hear, I want to go home, is validate your emotions. Take a breath. Take a moment to feel your feelings, right? Whether it's frustration or sadness or guilt or whatever the combination of those things are, and know that you're going to give yourself space to feel those emotions at a later time, because right now you have a person in front of you who is probably somewhat unreasonable. You're not going to be able to reason with them the way you would somebody else that doesn't have memory loss or dementia. So validate your own emotions and take care of yourself. Now, how do you validate their emotions? If somebody is in front of you and is saying, I want to go home, how might they be feeling? What is it about home? What do we think about when we think about being children and we're home? We're with our mommy and daddy and we're loved and we're taken care of and we feel safe. So those are probably the emotions that they want to feel. They want to feel safe. They want to feel heard. So how can we help them to feel that way? Because the answer is not necessarily taking them home because they're saying, I want to come home. And sometimes they are home, right? So there's all kinds of things to deal with. And I'm reading some of these comments here. They're looking to be where they know comfort will be. That's Kathy. And I have to say, Kathy is one of my star students. So we have had these conversations many times. So how can you provide them comfort in the moment? You can say, what are some things you can say? One of the things that really works is just hearing them. I want to go home. When am I going home? Well, Mom, we're getting ready to get you home. We just need a couple days to get it all arranged, but, give me a couple days to arrange it and we'll get you home. Okay. I know with Kathy's mom, what works is telling her, next weekend we're going to bring you home. And that eases her anxiety, it brings her down and allows her to enjoy the moment, right? Because you're really trying to get yourself and your loved one joyful in the moment. So that's the second thing. You have first you have to validate your own emotions. Then you have to validate their emotions, their need for safety and security. The last thing is, what if it is the best idea to bring them home? all I'm going to say about that is don't do it alone. Reach out, get support, because you probably placed them there for a reason, right? So before you make that decision, you'll have to really take some time to think about if that's in everybody's best interests. So this is series 1 or episode 1 of What to Do Wednesdays. I really love that you guys have shown up. And if you are dealing with somebody with dementia in your life and you would like support, feel free to reach out to me. You can put a little message in the comments. I have some resources on my website for everybody. One of them is these new reality rules that identify really the 3 top things that how to be, what to say, and what to do when you love someone who is going backwards and going away. So take care of yourselves. Thank you all again for being here. And I look forward to seeing you in person soon, especially you, Charlie Stelzer, on your patio. All right, take care.